This is for experiment 1.4. We use the same setup as we used in the previous experiments. Function generator still provides a sine wave with 10 kHz and 200 mV peak-to-peak voltage to the amplifier circuit. For this experiment, we're going to add a resistor Rs as shown in the schematic and change its value to see how it affects the output waveform. We're going to try 3 different resistor values for Rs: 0 ohm, 330 ohm, and 1 kilo ohm. When Rs equals to 0 ohm, it's just like the previous experiment because there's no resistor here. We can skip this value or this case and jump to the second case when Rs equal to 330 ohm. To make it easier to change the Rs value, we use a device called resistor substitution box. This one. If you look at here, there is a switch. If the switch was flipped on this side, that means we are using these resistor values. Flip the switch to the other side. We will use those resistance values. By spinning the knob, we can select corresponding resistor value. For this case, we use 330 ohm resistor. So spin this tool here, 330, and then make sure it's ohm. So the switch is on that side. Put this on the table. Next, I'm going to unplug one side of this wire. Now that part of the circuit is open. That's right, oscilloscope shows no output signal. Next, take this alligator from the resistor substitution box. Connect it to here. The other cable of the box connect to the other side of the circuit. This time, I connect the alligator to a jumper wire and I put a jumper wire to the circuit. Over here. And then let me put the resistor box over here. We get the output waveform. This is one resistor Rs equal to 330 ohm. As shown in the oscilloscope, the input signal has a peak-to-peak voltage of 200 mV. Therefore, the peak voltage is 100 mV. Of course, there are some fluctuations. Let me stop the scope. There. So it's about 216 mV peak voltage, and the corresponding output is 4.24 volt. Right, so half is 2.12 volt. That's the peak voltage. So let me do one more time. 200 millivolt there. Now it's more accurate. Input waveform is 204 millivolt. For the output waveform, its peak-to-peak voltage is 4.20 volt. This is the result of the second case. When Rs equal to 1 kilo ohm. Now we are going to switch the resistor box value to 1 kilo ohm to see what's the corresponding output waveform. First, hide this menu. Spin the knob to choose 1 kilo ohm. 1000 ohm. As you can see, the output waveform was shrinked. Okay, so let me stop here. The peak-to-peak voltage for input signal is 208 millivolt. The output peak-to-peak voltage is 2.84 volt. This is the end of experiment 1.4.